Half. They hold Indy to a season low for a third quarter, 15 points after Indy had scored a season high for a half, 59 in the first half, and a season high for a first quarter. Gray got bumped, and the foul called on Johnson. Gray will go to the line.
Teresa Weatherspoon's in the Hall of Fame. She played in that first game.
Yep.
Atlanta was able to do in that third quarter. It goes significantly with Jordan Canada making a defensive assignment for that series, and she's been able to really set the tone defensively for this team.
And it's been an effort by the whole team. You just felt their intensity on the defensive end ramp.
Huge part of what Atlanta does. Damiris Duntis, who hasn't been a fixture in the rotation, getting minutes here for Indiana. Boston and Billings have been in foul trouble. Pow, can't hit. Rebound again, Reese a factor, and then a foul going to keep things here as Reese hit
their shoot around, working on sending two bodies.
Howard buries the three, and Atlanta has opened it up to 13.
To box out Angel Reese. I mean, that's the kind of attention she is going to get because of her relentlessness on the board.
And she pokes it away from Mitchell. Borlase, Howard. No.
Fourth quarter and tied after being down 8. We'll see if they have a run in them here.
Canada 8 points, 10 assists, no turnovers. Canada, the two-time champ, flings it up, can't finish. Duntis secures the rebound at the moment. Lobs it in, Cunningham gets called for the offensive foul. Yeah, she was jockeying with Pow. It's 24 personal fouls called against Indiana, in this one 18. Indy with just 9 points over the last 9 minutes. Gray gets free. It is all dream here at State Farm. A 16-point lead for Atlanta. Excellent dream team to watch. 90-74, Atlanta is pulled in front with a huge second half. Clark curling around. Canada knocks us defensively on Clark in the second half. Clark gets some space, doesn't take. Johnson will, and hit from 3.
Raven Johnson has looked really comfortable on both ends of the floor. Okay.
Atlanta's outscored Indiana 34-18 in the second half after Indiana put up 59 in the first half. Reese with 16 and 8. Gray can't answer. John busting it up the floor. Working behind Duntis. Cunningham with space. She'll let it fly. No. Duntis the board, the putback and the foul. And now Indiana fired up saying, let's go. 31 minutes. Clark is at 30 and has not sat in the second half with 5 fouls. Canada, 8 points, 11 assists, no turnovers. Reese working Duntis, and a whistle against Duntis. And free throws here for Angel Reese. She's sure.
Maybe.
All right, first I'm going to do a promo. Tonight on CBS, Chicago, Dallas at 8. Tomorrow, the 30th anniversary game. New York and LA at 8. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Clark on the drive, bodies in, leans, doesn't get the whistle or the make. Here comes Howard, 12-point game. Clark jogging back. Clark trying to front Reese, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Reese. I was just going to ask you about these two teams and where they may...
Multi-time all-star who can do a lot of things for them. I think the question when you look at the Indiana Fever...
Clark gets blocked by Gray. It'll stay right here. What a defensive play by Gray. With the rejection. Gray lines it up. You bet! Cunningham gets a clean look. Can't knock it down. And a foul called will stay here as Reese. She's had 5 this year. She has not fouled out in a game as Duntis.
But they're going to need more production out of that spot.
Clark on the drive into the paint, separates and spins it in. 25 points for Caitlin Clark. That roster deficiency has hindered Indiana at times this year, just not having a four who can space. Here's Gray. Dribbled it off her foot. Canada fades away and drops it in. Jordan Canada assist.
She's gotten really good at using that spin and fade over taller defenders.
Austin knocks in a three. She's taking it up. Gray has 16. Muscles in and finishes. So good. Howard, Canada, and Gray. Boston directing traffic. And they're going to call defensive 3 seconds. Caitlin Clark with the second free throw attempt today for Clark, who knocks it in. Off to Mitchell, gets fouled by Howard. That'll be the 4th team foul on Atlanta and the 5th on Ryan Howard. Chris gave Indiana good minutes in the 4th quarter on Thursday. Clark on the move, dives in and missed the lay. 11 of 18 from the floor for Clark. Howard cups it home. Will they count the bucket? It was her first shot attempt of the day. Hillman bangs in. We're going to get around. Clark does, plus the foul. And that's the dagger. 18 and counters to the bench. For the first time this half, I think her day is likely done. Got off to such an electrifying start. Indiana's offense was in incredible rhythm. But Atlanta's defense this second half has been the difference. Canada, why not? Timeout.
No.
Johnson off to Duntas. Can't hit the three. Indiana hit 9 in the first half, just 3 here in the second half. What you like about Atlanta, too, projecting ahead as a contender to the playoff.
Because we're going to be all over the offensive glass. They have nice...
Hard off the bench. She was telling us before the game how much she loved. Want to remind everybody, special presentation of WNBA basketball tomorrow night on ESPN. We will have the 30th anniversary game in the Liberty. 8 Eastern tip for that. Our first Women's Sports Sunday franchise. We're really excited. The following week in that time slot, we'll have the Liberty and the Valkyrie.
I mean, exactly 29 years ago tomorrow.
For Atlanta, they've scored at least 103 straight games. And a foul here. Canada, 12 points, 12 assists, and 7, and became the fastest player to 1,000 rebounds. Hines Allen comes away with it. Here's Raven. Raven Johnson with a nice take and serves it in. 9 points. See, that game has already started on ESPN2. That three won't go. Okot, the rebound.
It's just a culture of offensive rebounding here in Atlanta. It doesn't matter who's in the game.
Incredible. Kone gives it up. And that's good as well. India Navarre into the game and promptly buries a three. .113 points for Atlanta, and they can now, they could have dribbled it out, didn't secure it. Cunningham gets hit. It's in this game. Cunningham, Cabal will dribble it out. A historic performance for the Atlanta Dream, a franchise record 113 points, and they take down the Fever 113-96, the final. For the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo, Angel Gray, I'm Ryan Rucco. Thanks for watching. So long from Atlanta. We'll send you to